Good morning, everybody. Grab that cup of coffee. It is another day. Welcome to my channel, and I was going to build doors for this little project. But you see that door right there? That son of a gun's 8 foot long. And I got two of them for 50 bucks, 25 bucks a piece. I couldn't pass up a deal like that. They're solid wood and heavy. Now this one's just sitting here where it's supposed to go. Like I said, they're 8 foot long. I wasn't planning on an 8-foot door. No. But we got one. So we had to chop it down. Yep. She's sitting on 3/4 inch wood right there. That's where the threshold will be. But I had to take this much off to make it fit. Now, if I was putting this in a house, I'd have had to cut it and move that up and really make it look nice. It's not in a house. It's in a garage. So, that's just sitting there right now. Like I said, this is where it'll go. I've told you that in the other videos. That'll be hooked on here. Check out my playlist for different things. Now, I got to put this board here. I got 2 more boards. The hardware store in my town is closing, so the closest one now is about 20 miles away. So I went and picked up a couple boards. That goes on that side of the wall, doorway. This one goes on this side. And it'll be just like this old scab piece I got fastened on here. The door will come up against that. So that'll work. Is it going to be airtight? No, far from it. It's a barn door. They're not airtight, most of them. But that's where that's going to come. I got the rollers taken off right now. I don't know what I want to do next. I might go ahead and stick the rollers on if I can get. I got to find out, make sure this comes over here squarely. So we got to check all that. But I just got back from town. I'm going to get on some work clothes, and we're going to check that out. I might go ahead and cut the 2x6 piece first, so I can just shove it in there. Then I got a good. Then I know it's going to fit. So, but this is how this will come out. Not that far, because see, this isn't in this there. But it should come out even, pretty even, with this. And the other one, it'll ride underneath it just like that one did up there. And like I said, I just bolt it on, slide it. I don't know if I'm going to stain it. It's a good piece of wood. Or if Vicky wants me to paint it brown to match all of our other doors. Either way, I don't know if I'll take it back down again. It's heavy. I may paint it right out here. But that's what we got going on today. There's 3 minutes of it for you. I'm going to change clothes and do something today. Okay, what are those things? I got people that think them's poison that they're putting in the air. Them chemtrails there behind the old jets. I don't know. Anyway, it's another day, and it is like 29 degrees out, so it's cold. Let me show you what we got done yesterday. We did get, it's hanging. These are just screws right now, but they marked the holes for the bolts that'll go through it. It's hanging there, it's doing its thing. It even rolls, if I can get it to roll for you. I had to undo the strap, but here we go. She's, we'll get all the stuff out of the way. All right, there we go. Just like that. And back over. And then it goes up against this wood right here, like I said, but there's a gap because everything's crooked on this. That leg should have been pulled in and squared up more, but nothing on here is square. Well, what I'll do is I'm going to probably shim that out just a little bit, and that'll take care of that. But we're going to finish, do some more work on it today. Don't know how much, but I will show you as we go. Stay tuned. Here comes more. Day 2, part 3. Well, let me show you what we got done today. I got a lot done already. Got to trim these off. I know I'm going to catch my arm on them. But we got the latches on. Both boards are up. Now, I got to trim this one off too. But let me show you how this works here. There goes my dang... I'm listening to a little cage in here, a little hillbilly music. I got a hillbilly friend. I got to put a latch on there yet. But that just slides over here like this. Like that. Then I can drop this right on there. But what I'll have in there is a padlock. And then I'll just lock this up. Well, after I get walls, till I get walls, there's no reason to have a padlock. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put in some tracking to keep everything lined up. I got it pretty good as far as a lot of the twist out of it. There we go. Yeah, but there's still some gap there, but I'm going to put foam in there anyway, I think, because that'll kind of help it from going bang bang. Plus I got the adjustments up here to do, and so I'll put a handle in here for sure, because I don't have to worry about it rubbing on anything. Out here, see, we got to worry about it rubbing on stuff. So I got to figure that one out. What I might do is put me a little hole right here with an inset so you can just stick your finger in there. All you got to do is get it far enough away from there to grab a hold of that. So that ain't going to be difficult. Anyway, I'm going to do a little more work, but that's what we've done so far today. I'm going to figure out a tracking system to keep it from blowing in and out. I think I'm just going to put me a piece of metal, maybe bed frames, right down there. We'll see. I'll show you in 2 seconds. Well, we're done for today. Let me show you what we got done. I worked all day. First off, we got the slider in. Guess what that's made out of? Can you guess? Come on, guess. Somebody's got to know what that's made out of. That'll keep the door from going like this when it's over there. And then we got both sides in. We got this. You've seen all that. And you notice the door's not here. So let me show you in here what where the door is. I took this piece of metal right here and cut it, whacked it. You know me, don't like to waste stuff. And I made something down here for the door that pretty necessary when you cut the door off. If you cut these doors off and you don't put something back down here at the bottom, they'll separate and fall apart. So we've got 5 holes on each side. That's the paint that'll match the house. We got 2 going up through that way, down that way. And here's the door. We got the latch painted. Vicky said we're going to paint it brown, so it didn't matter about the overspray. Tomorrow, we're going to get on this and put the bolts through here. And then we're going to paint it. Probably paint the other side first, and then flip it over, and this is the finished side. The other side, yeah, it's inside the garage. It'll be good, but it ain't gonna be hopefully as good. Hopefully they're both good. But I had to put this on here. This is a little catch to keep the wind from going underneath it, behind it, you know. That's all that's gonna do. That'll probably hit a piece of foam or something, just like this side will. There may be some more trim put on it, but that's going to match good. We're going to paint the door brown. It'll work great. I'm glad I got my Vicky to help me lift it. It's heavy. Well, that's it for today. Good morning, everybody. Another day. Well, remember, I told you I was going to paint it. Well, I am. I just wanted to see what this stain had looked like. I had a little left over, and I just put that on the inside of the board. Problem is, I only got one paintbrush, and I didn't want to get that paintbrush all screwed up doing this. So believe it or not, that stained varnish, I just took a rag and wiped it on there. And it'll dry out. It's going to be fine. It's going to be on the inside of the shop. Nobody's going to see it unless they're in there, and that would be me. So it's okay. I just want to see what it would look like. It would look pretty. The door is not, you know, top quality. It's got a lot of these knot holes in them. It's okay. Don't bother me at all. So we're going to let this dry, then we're going to whip it over. I did go ahead and drill the holes through the wood right there for the brackets. So that's done. Whip that over, bolt that up, and that'll be good to go to hang it back on there. But now we just we're going to sit here and watch it dry. It shouldn't take long, and I don't know. I guess I should care about putting fingerprints in it, but I gotta whip it over and do a lot of work on the other side. I did sand the other side already. This one had a big water stain in it that I sanded out, but it's gonna look okay, I think, for that. We'll see when she dries. When she dries, all them darker spots will sink in, and that's cherry wood on the inside, and then the outside will be brown. Okay, let's flip it over when we get a chance. Whenever we want to. Well, one side's dry, and one side is primered. This will be the brown side. As soon as it dries, we'll put a coat on. Then we'll be back here tomorrow. Probably put another coat on. Maybe I'll put one on late tonight. And 2 coats will probably do it. It says it's guaranteed to cover it in 1 coat. You know how that works. Anyway, there we go. I got them little topped off. Got my holes drilled up there. Yep. Next is the brown. Well, there's the first coat of brown. It'll take a while for that to dry. We should be able to get another coat on it today and have it all done. Oh, missed a little spot right there. Well, we'll get her on the second coat. We'll let that dry. There we go. Brown on one side, stained on the other. I'm going to take a break. It is another day, and guess what? It works. I got some fine tuning to do. Got some touch up on the paint to do. For some reason, my paint got allergic to itself. Anyway, you guys, thanks for following. This will be sitting right like this until we get walls. Didn't make my wife she didn't understand why I put the door up, but you guys do. It was cheap. I had nothing to do. So now we got a door. When we get the walls done, we're done. Well, like I said, we're done with the door. We got to put sides on it. But if you didn't understand, the door is going to be cut up where that red X is. That won't be there. Once we get the sides put on, that'll be cut out to make the door look proper. Right now, no reason to cut that piece out. It's just keeping wind out of there. So that's what's going to happen later. Then someday we'll put a front door on it. Who knows? Anyway, thanks for following. Thanks for subscribing. And thanks for checking out this door project.